Hey everyone, we're back with another ballistic test today. I've got the Yugoslavian M59 85 up there. These are the ones that I can't sell because the liners are just shot, but these are really cheap and affordable, and we'll just see how they do today. It's another Eastern Bloc helmet. We're going to start out with the 9mm out of my Romanian Tokarev with the 9mm barrel, just to prove, again, there's the 9mm rounds. It's the bigger barrel. We're standing at about 5 yards, 10 yards. So we're just going to take a frontal shot. Kind of hit the top, but that'll work. So we'll go up and check out how that did. Yeah, it kind of bent it in quite a bit on the top. I'm sure if it was a direct hit, it would have gone right through. But, you know, that could be a grazing shot. So once again, we'll just count that. So far, not so good. No penetration, but, you know, I'd still leave a mark. All right, now we've got the 45 ACP 230 grain full metal jacket out of the Smith & Wesson MMP, about 10 yards again. Fucking missed, of course. There's a good hit. All right, we'll go up and check that out really quick. So, all right, that was a hit on the front, and it kind of grazed it off to the side. It made a huge dent, but still didn't penetrate. It's a pretty slow moving round again. So far it's performing like the other helmets, just kind of denting up a little bit more than the other ones so far. It's kind of a thin steel, but now we're going to move on to the next weapon. Okay, now we've got the 7.62 by 25mm out of the Yugoslavian M57, same distance, about 5 yards. Typical results. Let's go up and check it out. So, got the entrance hole right here, and the exit holes in the back. Actually, it didn't exit completely, it just made a nice dent in the back. And there's part of the round right there. So it cut through the webbing. That's definitely a penetration. A pretty substantial one. So that would have gone through the wearer's head. And yeah, but that, you know, I have yet to have one steel helmet that holds up against Tokarev round. At least this didn't go through both layers, so that kind of says something about the integrity of the helmet. Now we'll move on to the shrapnel kind of simulation. And then rifles, pick a new helmet after that. Okay, you got the Benelli Supernova Tactical now with 8 pellet double-aught buck. These are the ones that I loaded, you can check out in the other video. It's from about 5-6 yards. Of course, blew it right off of there. So we'll see how that does, you know. That's kind of simulated shrapnel, so we'll go up there. All right, sorry about the wind again, guys. It's very windy today, but I figured we'd come out anyway. That's your impact from double-aught buck at about 10 yards, simulating shrapnel. Not a very good thing. That's one of the worst buckshot hits that a helmet's taken. Caved the entire thing in, everything went through. So, I mean, maybe for shrapnel, small caliber rounds, but this helmet's kind of not as good as the other ones for shrapnel, in my opinion. We're going to get a fresh helmet, and we're going to start with rifle rounds. I'm going to use the AK-74 with the 5.45 and then some other ones, so we'll get on to that now. Okay, now we've got the Bulgarian M74 from Century. It's about 12 yards. I'm shooting the 5.45 out of it. So this should go right through. If I can hit the fucking thing. Did I hit it?
I think you get it right in the eagle crest.
Yeah, that's what I see. All right, we'll go up and check that one out. All right, so this one had the entrance hole right there as usual. Exit nice, clean, through and through. It's typical for that caliber. It's a small, high velocity round, similar to the 223, so that's why we're not going to be using that today. Not really surprised at this. All the rest of the helmets, not one of them passed the 5.45 test. So now we'll move on to the 7.6239. Okay, now we got the Yugoslavian SKS. We're only gonna load a couple rounds into here from the clip, or I guess most of them. So this is the 123 grain Yugoslavian surplus, so it's kind of fitting. Hit that one on the top.
Yeah.
All right. That's a good hit. We'll go up and check that out now. Okay, so my first hit was on top. I could have used that, but oh well. Went through the hole where the 5.45 went. It looks like. No, that's the 5.45 hole. Made its own. That's the exit wound on a clean one. The second one I hit was right there in the front. Went through the 5.45 hole, blew it out the back. It's 76239, like a hot knife through butter. Now just for shits and giggles, we're going to use a 30-06 out of a 1903 Springfield rifle. And we'll be standing up at the same distance. Hopefully it makes a nice little hole in and out. Alright, so now, just for shits and giggles, I know it's going to go through, but I just want to show you what a full-powered rifle will do to a Yugoslavian steel helmet. Out of the 1903, 150 grain into ball. And let's hit it. Where the hell did that hit? Right in the bottom. We'll hit it one more time. Woo! Alright, let's go check out the damage. Alright, so both are kind of angled down. Got one hit there, one hit there. It only blew out that little part and hit the stump and blew that up. But yeah, that's gonna go clean through. Yeah, so kind of in conclusion, this thing doesn't offer jack shit for ballistic protection. Maybe if you're playing baseball or something, get hit in the head with a baseball, or you know, whatever else hitting your head on stuff. If you're clumsy, riding a bike, whatever. But yeah, I wouldn't trust this thing as far as I could throw it with ballistic protection. So yeah, if you haven't watched my other videos, go ahead and watch them. We've got a bunch of other Eastern Bloc helmets and, you know, some Western European helmets that we tested, and it's kind of cool to see how all of them fare differently. This one obviously didn't do so hot, but you know what, now you know. And it didn't destroy a piece of history because there's 1,000 million of these floating around. This one was in shitty shape as well as the other one. So once again, if you're going to comment on that, please feel free to not, because I'll just delete it and it doesn't matter. But now you know, and hope you enjoyed the video as well as the other ballistic test videos. If you haven't checked them out, I'll throw the links in the description so you can check those out. And yeah, let me know what you think. We'll be doing more ballistic tests this summer, different models of helmets, same calibers and all that stuff. So we have fun doing this too, and it's kind of nice finally I can see what these actually protect against as far as weapons instead of just what you see in the movies. But thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe.